90%, if it's not 100% of East Africans come to Doha, and their first problems, their first issues they face, these two issues. Number one, most of them, they come with loans. And the way the agents make it seem, I tell you people, agents work on a place, so in hell. The way they make us understand is, utafika and then you work, so within 5 months, you've paid the loan. But tuambiane ukweli, right? Utafika, the first month you have to work for you to get paid. So it's not even 5 months. Let's start with 6 months. So you're already 1 month later and unapata mshahara. So after that, that's when you start paying, right? And then now, umefika huku, and the agent told you that your salary is 50,000. I feel it's very important for us to have these conversations so that we can stop easy issues that people reach to Doha, people go to Bahrain, and the next thing, wanapata ni depression. So umefika, and agent alikwambia utalipwa 50k. Umekuja huku, mshahara wako ya kwanza imekuja umepata hiyo 50k. So according to the agents, if you take 250 for loan, within 5 months, the way they tell us, 5 months ushalipa your loan. So umefika huku, and then you realize that, wait, from this 50k, I have to take a part of it for my food. Because most companies, they're not giving food. In the contract among E50k, iko na food allowance, right? But now, that was not kwa zile list ulikuwa umeweka. So you reach over here, sasa umepatwa na reality ya unafaa utoe pesa ya chakula. And then now you also have responsibilities as a shangi. And kwetu, once, especially, I don't know about other countries, but Kenya, ukifika hivi, people expect the next week you start sending money. That's what most people expect. The next week you start sending money. Umefika? Aya. Familia ndio wameanza. Unakumbuka uko na mtoto, school fees, nini. So from this 50,000, you still need to pay the school fees, you still need to take care of your family, you still need to do all these things. So there is no way under this sun you can be able to pay that 50,000 for that loan. So we have reduced this money, imefika at least 30,000. That's the amount that unaweza lipa if you don't have much bills. So 30,000, if you have to pay this 30,000, it will take you at least 9 months. 9 months of you paying the 30,000 every month. Na hii imemaanisha, if kila mwezi unapeana hii 30,000, inamaanisha that wewe huku Doha, you don't have a life. You can't go out, you can't visit friends, you don't, pesa yako imeisha. So what does that do? It makes you stay indoor the way it made me stay. I always tell you guys, my first years in Doha were terrible. Terrible. I didn't even know the name of our bakala. I didn't know anywhere. My life was triangle. Home, work, home. That was it. And you see, with such a life, you think outside here there is nothing better. So unapata most people, most ladies, mwenye unapata deme, mwenye she's dating a toxic guy, she will stay in that relationship because this guy, anamsaidia, he's adding something to her. Anamsaidia kulipa hii loan. I remember the first guy I met in my first years, my first months here in Doha. This guy, the first thing he told me, and I'm sure you ladies, mmesikia hii statement ati which problem do you have? I can help you to solve your problems. I have money, I can solve everything. And I was like, wait, nani amekwambia niko na shida? And I remember telling him I'm okay, I can take care of my bills. And he was like, no, you're from Kenya, of course you came with a loan, since you told me you're due. And that's when I realized, if you have not watched my episode, and we watch, I've talked about the new blood anchors. Go watch them. That's when I realized that most ladies, when they reach here, not even only Doha, when they reach Middle East, they are ready. They do things that they could not have done if they were in their country because they're desperate. They're desperate to pay those loans. They're desperate to make sure that everyone back home is taken care of. And now they're alive. For the first 1 year, they're working to pay loans. And I always say this. Sisi East Africans, we are told that take a loan, come here and you pay loans. Do you know what happens to West Africans? For them, they are taught to come over here. I don't want to compare, but to compare to, because si wako huku, na tutapatana nao. For them, they are taught, come over here. Ukifika Doha, angalia which work is trending, okay? What's new in the industry? What's trending in the industry? Do that course. Invest in yourself. And that's why you find most of these guys, mtu anapata mshahara kutoka 10,000 and above. Sisi tukifunzwa ukifika Doha, fikiria venye utalipa loan. They're being taught ukifika Doha, think of how to invest in yourself. So that's why sisi na wao kuna tu vile mimi sijui nani alitudanganya hiyo kitu, but we really need to have this conversation. The second thing, story ya shamba. Story ya shamba. Okay, najua millennials mtani kujia mseme kila mtu anafaa kukuwa na piece of land nini, but who said? Nani alisema that lazima ukuwe na shamba within your first year of Doha? Don't get me wrong. It's a very good investment, but it's not an investment that you're supposed to have at the price of your peace, your mental health, and you as a person being comfortable over here. Umenunua hiyo shamba, umeenda kukaa kwa hiyo shamba na depression. How will you enjoy it? Yeah, we are taught that ukifika, ukishamaliza kulipa loan, the next thing anza kusave, ununue kashamba. Why? No, why? Why should you have that land at the expense of your own peace? Sasa unapata mtu anakuambia, mimi hata siwezi enda kununua kanguo kwa sababu ninanunua shamba. Mimi hata sikumbuki the last time nilikula kwa sababu ninanunua shamba. Our men in industrial area wanashindanga wakienda Hamad kuwekwa damu na maji. Kwa nini? Kababa kazi yake ni kukula kubus. Kubus na tumaji. Na yeye ndo anafanya kazi. Na usisahau anasimama 12 hours. But kazi yake ni kukula kubus kwa sababu anasave anunue shamba. My darling, ukinunua hiyo shamba na ukufe, will you enjoy it? Umeinunua and then that land, your people, they need a healthy person. So it's time, kababa, it's time wacha kujipea hiyo pressure and start taking care of yourself. It's time wacha kujipea hiyo pressure ya lazima ununue shamba. When the time is right, God will make it happen. Usikuwe na hiyo pressure. Hiyo pressure tumeikemea. We are not doing that in 2025 again. Okay? So stop having that pressure. And one thing I have learned, when you start investing in yourself, you get double the salary that you're getting right now. I'll give you guys a good example. When I came to Doha, I was earning 1,000. Yes, I was earning 1,000. My second job, I was earning 1,600, sorry. I went to school, I did a barista course, international barista course in an international school here in Doha. Believe it or not, once I finished the course, my first job, I got 3,600 with food and accommodation provided by the company and transport. So me sacrificing my 2,500, it made it possible for me to get 3,500 per month. Yeah, and right now I'm sure kuna wengine they have invested in themselves and they are growing. Let's stop investing in people back home, in projects back home, and let's first start investing in ourselves. Yeah, after your 2 years, kenye sasa tumeambiwa, kenye the society has made us think it's okay that your 2 years ni kubai shamba kufanya nini. No, let those 2 years ikue we are investing in ourselves. You're investing in you as Maria. You're investing in these projects. And yeah, it's bye for now. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this, amazing family. And of course, there is no me without my amazing team. That's my directors, Lucas, and DOP, Kenny. See you in my next one. Na by the way, msisahau, hiyo pesa unachukua unapatia huyo msichana, enda shule. Bye.